Okay, I apologize for the delay. We had a problem with starting the webinar, and we try again. Before we start, we have I apologize for the. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. We're not your financial advisor, and this is not a trading room. It's just for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on SIM. Before we had this technical problem, we thank you, sir. I apologize for the delay. Just it would not kick in, and somehow. Before we had this technical problem, we have the precision auto trade on the 10 second. Took that trade and it just closed the trade, nailed 3,137. And the NASDAQ, I'm always using the 590 ticks NASDAQ. And it hit 2,445. For the ones that just joined us yesterday on the webinars, we have shared that template. It's doing extremely good, and it hit the target immediately on 1,000. And what we are going to do, we are going to reset it, and it's going to reset right now. And once it reset, it's going to start taking trades again. And there we go, start taking the trades. It's 0.0, the daily profit right now. And we're going to go for one more. As you see, this is the one we covered yesterday in the webinar, and we shared that template. And as you see, right away, took that trade, and you are already in $400 in the profit. We did two charts yesterday. We did one on the 46 second, and we did on the 28 second. And it is an extremely good yesterday after the webinar. I did the 3 rounds with it, and each round hit $1,000 on that one. So it is good, and it is a good start for new traders. And then we showed you yesterday how you can maintain it a little bit on the, you don't need to do a lot of work once a week or once every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depends how you want it. But the readjusting the auto trade once a week is also a great idea. We will go ahead and try to explain what's going on the signal automated trade. We have 692 ticks into the profit based on the last entry signal, and this one here is 1 minute. On the scalper, we have 750 ticks into the profit based on one contract as well, and it is based on the last entry signal, not the whole day. Again, it's not the whole day. So as we see from the scalper, is taking the trade on the scalper and is about to finish that trade based on one contract on the NASDAQ scalper entry, 276, 280 ticks into the profit, 1,390 for one contract, and here it is, folks, right in front of you. We will bring down some other trades as well, but before we start covering some other what's going on in the auto trade, and this is a 9 range as well as taking a trade. We had a beautiful run earlier today, beautiful run, pulling back. This is normal, and as you notice here on the 44, 49, 25, is in a way the market is holding in here. Now the things is what we have created is nothing. We're not dependent on the trader. We never depend on the trader. We cannot rely on the trader out of respect. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just normal trader have the tension to make mistakes or using his motion. So what we have done, we have plot everything on the chart, so if he will stick by it. It's not our rules. The market don't care about our rules. But what we have done on those charts, we made it a little bit more reasonable for the trader to read what it says on the chart and follow the steps. As we see here, there is a 2 yellow line in here. Those 2 yellow lines are a dead zone. In other words, if you notice when the ES went in and dived in between those dead zone right there, there is a reversal 44.45, and it has a plot of reversal. Once this market gets into this yellow zone, that means it is a good potential if you don't have a lot of money to turn around and take a reversal position if you want to, let's say on a micro account, and try to catch the trend from the bottom to the top. Vice versa, if you look on the top, also we have this calculation on the dead zone, and this is really amazing. Once the market enters this dead zone, that means it's finished. So, and we've been doing this for many years, very rare, because there is no such a system that sometimes does not fail, but 8 out of 10 for many years is doing a good job. 8 out of 10. So when your chances is 8 out of 10, that means it's good chances. I don't want to say 100%, but it's almost 100%. But I cannot say 100%. So I will say 8 out of 10 is a very consistent. Once this market here come in, that is gonna be also as an example. This is a reversal, and you know what? If you get scared from that trade, because the market has entered here and is gonna go is a reversal, and if you're auto trade taking a trade and you get scared with it, you just push the button, you lock your profit $650, and you don't care about the rest. The most important here when you are auto trading and when you are looking at this chart, I mean, we don't want it to have a wizard traders. We don't want somebody learn a price action for 10 years. No, but what we need to understand what it says here on the chart. So in case, if you want to push the emergency button on, like what I have done in here, and this is why I brought that chart down here to show you. It seems like this market, for me, I know, but maybe for that trader, don't know. I know this market is going here is somewhere around 44.57, 50 as a pullback, and is going to drop down. So for this guy, maybe he don't know that. That's fine, but he might panic. It's okay to be to panic. I prefer to have a panic trader than a guy is very aggressive. He has 2 mouses, 2 hands, and he's opening position and closing position constantly. So this is where when you see the market going inside this zone, this is very important. It does not require any brainer, does not require any knowledge, does not require experience. Once you see this market drop to those between those 2 yellow lines, that means you need to start exiting out of your short trades. And if you wanted to be a little bit knowledgeable, you go ahead and turn on your sim account, and just for the hell of it, try to take a long position on a sim and try to see how far it goes. This is something a person can do himself, and it does not cost him any money. So next time, even if he's auto trading, even if everything is fine, there is eventually, we're coming to the Thanksgiving Day, and from Thanksgiving Day to Christmas to New Year Eve, the market is just a dead meat. There is not much to do during this timing. So when let's say around the Christmas or around the Thanksgiving, and he sees this market drop to those area, let's say he's not using auto trade, is very fine. At least what he can do, he can initiate a manual trade and he still can get some bread out of it. So this is something. There is a lot of entries. We left it optional on the chart for the guy, even if he don't have a price action education or he don't have knowledge. Once he sees this market come into this, we plotted a re-entry for you as well. And once this market plot between those two yellow line, I don't know if it's here or here or here, but once it goes between those two yellow lines, that means there is a reversal. I don't believe in double top. I don't believe in double bottom. So this is not a double top, double bottom indicator. No, because I don't believe in those. This is a baby trade. This is a very amateur trade in double top and double bottom. It doesn't make sense. What happened to the triple top and triple bottom? What happened to the supply and demand? So all those small baby tools, I'm not related to it, and all this nonsense, pattern. There is nothing called pattern in the trading. I don't care where this guy coming from. There is no such a thing called pattern, which you see a lot of people on a YouTube with the bitcoins. They use pattern because every one guy says there is a pattern. Every 4 years, the Bitcoin will jump 20 or 30%. This is not related to trading. This is imaginary things, and there is no guarantee in it. And it's just you can make a story when you are trading or when you are using a chart. You can make double top, double bottom. You can change the time frame on the chart, and then you are on a total different equation. Stand pulling back a re-entry. If you put a different time frame, it could be short or it could be reversal or it could be long if you are using a higher time frame. So when you see those people on a YouTube or on a public, they say now is long, now is short. What time frame you are trading? Because when you say there is a, you cannot. It depends what time frame you are trading. For a guys on a Renko bar, we have a Renko bar, but for those guys on a Renko bar, they are on a total different planets. They are off, and they will never make money in this business. Why? Because they cannot see the trend. Once you don't see the trend, you're lost. I don't care what kind of auto trade you have. I don't care what kind of knowledge you have. That's why you don't see any guy making money in Renko bar. Even if he makes money today, the next 3 days he's going to lose. So this is just a temporarily, because the only time you're going to use a Renko bar is when you are trying to reverse the market. This is the only time you can use a Renko bar. But when we are implementing here 1 minute chart, we are day trading on a day trading, which also is very important to use the 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes if you want an immediate action. If you are looking at the bigger picture, you can use 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 15 minutes. The 5 minutes, it is some people they use 15 minutes and 30 minutes to understand what those market movers are doing. That's why the guy with a Renko bar, he don't understand what those big movers are doing, because he's on a different planet with his chart. It looks nice, but it does not put the bread on the table. So so now what we see here on the ES, the market has entered the zone. And every time I try on every YouTube, I try to fix on one point, and I don't fix on one point every day. Every day I try to highlight different way to look at the chart so you will understand when you put those puzzles together, it become easy, you know. So here is the story today on the ES. As you notice here, the system has calculated the target is 44, 46, 50. We hit the target in conjunction with a fib support, and at the same time, it is between those two yellow lines. There is three three flags telling you not to go anymore short on an auto trade. I mean, I understand that a guy is trying to auto trade. This is a lot of stress for him. But once you understand those flags, even if you are at work, even if you are in a car, even if you are at home, once you see those flags shining, what you can do is as simple as to redirect your auto trade to the long trade. Or if you want to, you can halt your auto trade, because that is going to cost you $200. The $200, because right now, if we notice here, the market was trending beautifully today, and beautiful started perfect when the market's open, and then when it hit the bottom here, you can see now start bouncing left and right. But with that is indicating now the party is over to the downside for now. Another thing, if as you've been following us from Friday, I draw the line exactly on a Friday at 12 o'clock where it's going to be the ES. And it hit exactly what we have expected at 12 o'clock, which we highlighted at the beginning of the webinar. If you pinpoint a little bit further down here, you can see where one system is telling you, here's your target, here's your destination. Another system, there is an institutional number. The institutional numbers, which if you follow us on Friday, you will see those numbers here, the target 1, target 2, and target 3. Those are institutional numbers. Normally, those institutional numbers, they hit between 11 and 12 o'clock on target 1 and target 2. The target 3 is for the afternoon. Sometimes if the market is going really down, you can probably hit the target 3, but it's not as often as you think. So if we notice where is what I'm trying to aim it at you, is we have a fib line, we have a target, we have another system plot buy signal for you. This is a total different system plotting a buy for you. And then even if this market drop down, it's gonna come to target 1 profit taken. Because target 1, once it hit target 1, if you have been watching our previous video, you notice almost 8 or 9 out of 10, once it hit those targets, it kicked right back because it is profit taken. So even if this market or this ES, if further people are trying to say, maybe I can go and stretch one more short trade out of this puzzle here, even if this ES drop below this 44, 46, is going to hit target 1. Target 1, profit taken, is going to kick back to the 44, 46. If those big market mover trying to push it further down later on before 12 o'clock, it will be the end for today at 44.35 before 12 o'clock. The situation right now, as we draw the line for you, if this ES going anywhere, and it's gonna go to the re-entry point, as I said before, 44.5675, and if there is a drop down, it's gonna drop down to the target. The farther target, it will be profit taken at 44.4175. So as we see here on the ES, folks, your limitation on the ES, and this is a very strong message to the guy is thinking about auto trading constantly. When you are starting the auto trade today at 9:35, you did very well. Here it is. We hit $3,000 on one trade. Here it is. Here is your trade, $3,000, and here is 2,400. That's very fine. But let me show you something, folks. Now we have this auto trade from yesterday. We did this template yesterday. And you should see the difference, that the timing is critical on the auto trades. And when you are turning on the auto trade, where are you in the market? So it is the same. Please try to bear with me here, because this is the key for those guys on auto trading. We are the only ones, we are going through details about auto trading, and it's not my auto trade, folks. You can go ahead and purchase any auto trade out there. Good luck with that. But it's not. It's about this guy don't understand why he's not making money on any kind of auto trade, because he is dismissing what the market is telling him. If we look, it's the same auto trade, and this one here made 3,000. This one here made 2,400. This one lost. Why it lost? Why that trade was lost? The reason this trade was lost, because there is no money to be made in here. After we have explained to you what's going on, and the auto trade is going to disappear now, it's going to zero. It's not going to stay on 1,000. You will see it once. There we go, disappeared. Once, because this one here is not short trade anymore. So when we are auto trading, and you say, well, I'm auto trading, I did my job, I have optimized, I have done anything, and I'm not making money in here. And you will not make money in here. The difference on this one here, if this auto trade taken is short, that trade is going to be a losing trade. Any auto trade, whether it's ours or somebody else, whether you are trading ATRs or AMDs, whatever you are doing, or MACDs, whatever, it's not going to work on a short trade right now. There is no money to be made on a short trade, whether you like it or not. Even if this market to drop and the auto trade taking a short trade, it's going to be very small short trade, and it could be disastrous short trade. In these cases, this is where is the problem, and here's the solution, folks. In these cases, for a guy is a new on auto trading, I respect that. He's not a wizard with the trading. That's fine. I respect that. Nobody was born from his mother know how to trade. We all disasters when we start trading. All of us. No exception. But how the problem is between a trader and trader. Recognize where he's making mistakes when he loses money and try to fix it. If you have a headache, you don't take a stomach ache pill. If you have a problem with your stomach, you don't take a headache pill. So the problem is people, they rejecting to come out and look at the technical side, and they go back to the drawing and they try to go back to the optimization. Optimization is not going to help you today. For the guy has took the trade from 9:30, he's done for today. Here it is, what we have said, and here it is, what is happening here is nothing. So this is the problem, is going to prevent you to make money on the ES. Even if that auto trade took a short trade, it's not going to go any farther than 44, 41.7. And as we see here, this market, so what is the solution on that? How we can avoid losing money on a short trade? Because there is no more short trade. Here it is. Once the trader, that's what we are expecting. Once the trader see those bars goes between those two yellow lines, as we notice here, there is many flags. The market is telling you what's going on. It's not hiding from you. When the market has dropped between those two yellows, you came into the double support line with a reversal signal, and our reversal is not a repaint reversal, it's a genuine reversal. It says on it 5. And this is a reversal, it's a genuine one. It's not a repaint. Again, it's not a repaint reversal. Then again, you have a buy signal. It's a total different system. It's telling you buy signal. To avoid that, for a guy, even if he's at work, that's not excuse. Even if his wife made him do the dishes, it's not excuse. Even if his wife making him vacuum today, it's not an excuse. Or if he has to do his yard, it's not an excuse. When he come in here and sees this market coming between those two yellow lines, he can direct this market here to long only. So that's what we are requiring from that guy. He don't need to know why and how. We can sit down and explain that for 1 month, why and how. But this is not important as for a normal guy, clean mind, once he sees this market go between those two yellow lines, he don't need to understand alpha waves and all this and ABCDs and all this nonsense. When he sees that, that's automatically telling him this is the end of the line for the short. It might go 1 bar, it might go 2 bars, it might go 3 bars. Is irrelevant. It is an extreme high risk to take a short trade once this market taking a dive below that yellow line. As we see here, the ES has tried 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and then maybe gonna push it to the target 1 and then a profit taken. Do I need the auto trade to take a trade to the short side? And guess what? Anyone out there, including my traders, any auto trade is taken short is not making money. Now, if you have an older position, yes, I do have an older position. This is an older position. In other words, that auto trade took the ES way before it happened here, and yes, it's making money. But for now, this is the difference, folks. This is already in a trade and is already making money. I'm not worried about that kind of auto trade. But now I have this auto trade is fixing to go in and jump in the market. Do I let an auto trade jump into the market right now? No. If you are in a position, yeah, it's fine. You never know. Maybe those guys, they're going to push target 1 and target 2 in one time. And look what happened now, as we expected. If we notice here, look where the ES stopped on target 1. Profit taken, target 1. And that is going to confuse the hell out of every single trader out there. And then what they are going to do, they're going to push it to target 2. And you will see in between right now, the market is going to go back and forth because it's a profit taken. So on that trade here, it's fine if you have an older entry in the market. But for the new entry in the market, it's a suicide to let any auto trade, whether from us or somebody else, is irrelevant. Because some people think, oh, okay, your auto trade cannot go through here. It's not me. It's look at the market movement. It's not the auto trade, for God's sake. Because if you are auto trading, does not mean it's going to generate for you on a trade right now $1,000 when the market is not going to go any further down. You know, so if we look at the target 1 and we can see where is this ES, it's not moving. And we have predicted that 15, 20 minutes ago. So we're not talking about after the fact, like those guys come at night like a Dracula, telling us how smart they are. Don't tell me how smart you are. Come here and tell me where this bar is going. If you cannot do that, go away from me. You know, don't bang with my head. You know, This is not your job to do that to my head. Anyway, so as we see here, we don't need a guy with a light bulb telling us what happened today. We need a guy telling us where we are going right now. Because right now you are trading. Right now your money is online. Not in the evening. Not after the fact. After the fact, I can make $1 million here after the fact. It's irrelevant. But now the first bar is my problem. The rest is a history, and the minute I turn off this computer, everything happened here, I don't even remember it anymore. So if we look here at this ES, that's why I don't want that auto trade to take a short trade anymore. And we did the optimization yesterday for that auto trade. We did. And yet, if I let this auto trade take a short, it's going to lose $200. $200 in one day, $50,000 at the end of the year. You do your own calculation. If you are not aware of this problem in the market, and you lose one trade a day, that's $50,000 a year. And try to calculate it for me, because I cannot calculate. And your whole account is $5,000. 35%, their account is $2,000. If you are losing one trade a day, that's $50,000 a year, and you have a $2,000 account. Figure out that for me. How are you going to get success? You just tell me. Oh, I had a guy tell me, oh, do I have a losing days? Well, I don't know, my friend. Yes, you will have a losing day. And you have losing day, bad day, a good weather, sunny weather. You're gonna see it all. You're gonna see your room. You are sitting, and sometimes you're gonna see stars. Sometimes you're gonna see the moon when you are sitting behind the market. And sometimes your eyes, they start flying somewhere else. And sometimes your eyes, they're gonna melt with you're gonna go in seasons with the market. Fast you see it belt. Welcome to trading. So if we notice here, on this one here, I directed for long and didn't take any short. And this one here, just took a long trade and closed it immediately. Is a small trade. There is not much going on. So what we are experiencing here, a profit taken on target one. Why in the name of God you wanted to go ahead and take an auto trade on a few ticks here and there? Why? Why you need to do that? There is a lot of short trades, and I don't want to encourage anyone with a short trade. I have the scalper is taking a short trade on a 30-second and is making 450. But on this one here, he broke even. If we look here at this market here, is the target one profit taken. And now what they are going to do, they're going to drag this market to target two. Once we hit the target two, it's going to go between target one and target two. And that's when all the traders start getting lost. All the auto traders start getting lost. All the manual trading, they're going to start give back all their money for today. Because they don't understand what's going on. When you don't understand what's going on, you're not going to make it in this market, my friend. Whether you like me, you don't like me, I don't care. You're not going to make it. Take it from me. Better than to have someone telling you, oh yeah, you're going to be fine. Here's a couple of videos, how to optimize, have a nice life. Don't call me, I'll call you. Yeah, if this is what you want me to say, I will never say that to you. This is reality. We have to be prepared when you come into trading. There is a high risk in the trading. If you are not educated, you're going to be beaten. And as simple as that. We're not asking you to sit down in a room and pay me money every month. We're not doing this. No. You don't want me to take your money, and I don't want to sit down with you for every day trying to teach you price action. You don't have enough money for me to do that, for you to do that with me. So what I'm saying is we are doing it here free. As we see here, that trade here was 450, and look now, he's eating potatoes. And has nothing to do with the auto trade. Nothing. Nothing. It's a very simple. Go back to this video. We predicted the timing, and we predict the levels where those people gonna take profit. And here it is. And there we go. You calculate for me that trade lost. Look, it's still going short. I don't want them to go short, but I'm showing you how you can lose your money by not being aware of what's going on in the market. Some people, they say, you know, when you have a class with 50 people, you're going to have some people get A plus, B plus, and C plus, and you're going to have people, it's the same teacher, the same class. They're going to have a banana flag, and they're going to get E minus. And you know, there is some people send us a message telling us from the YouTube, and they are not our customers. They have changed their whole direction with the trading, because I opened their eyes to something that we're not aware of. And some of them, they've been trading for 10 years, but they've never been consistent until they come out and find out why they have not been consistent. Why, when they were auto trading, they were not consistent, and they never look at the market the way we show in the reality here, and we are predicting a couple of steps ahead of the market constantly, because I realize there is a small delay from the YouTube. Sometimes a few seconds comes in. In the same day, you receive an email. Thank you for opening my eye for a total different level of trading. And then in the same time, you receive an email. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but that is giving me stress. Do you have any auto trade? Will not give me stress. Thank you, Amir. You know, and it's supposed to be your auto trade. Do it by itself. Do I really need to do that? And you receive those two emails in the same time. If I buy your auto trade, how much do you think I'll make tomorrow? And right away I start getting nasty on the phone, and I say, a banana. You know, that's all what you're gonna get, a banana, because what you want me to tell you, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna sit down and tell you, oh, you're gonna be rich. You're gonna, you know, get rid of, if you have a happy relationship, now you're gonna go with a knockout girl. We're gonna change your car to a nice fancy car, and you're gonna have a yacht. No, you're gonna have a banana, and that's it. And so it is not the tools, folks. It's the guy is driving the tools. So as we see here, before we start getting in trouble with my big mouth, if we look at here, what happened in here is target one, profit taking. The market stopped. I don't want it to take any more short trades on any auto trade. On any auto trade, I don't want to take a short trade. It might make it $1,000, but your chances is 1 out of 10. Now those nice guys, those market movers, they're gonna drive you banana here for maybe a few minutes, and then they're gonna drag you to target 2. And this is the name of the game. And there we go, 10:50. After 11, they're gonna suck the crumbs off the table, and they're gonna take every take you made earlier today. When we try to explain that, you receive an email. Don't you have any auto trade can work 24/7? Is it your auto trade that bad, cannot work 24/7? I'm looking for an auto trade can trade day and night. You know, I gotta move to Alabama. I gotta move to California. I really need to change my car. You know, I really need to divorce my wife. I need a good auto trade so I can start a new life. Or another guy from England, I have a retarded son, I want to buy him an auto trade so I can secure his future before I die. And I said, well, your son didn't go that far. He inherited from you. And we did not end up on a good side. And he thought I was rude. And, well, I'm rude. When you want to buy your son an auto trade to secure his life, why don't you get him an education, for God's sake? You know, you don't buy him an auto trade. You know, if you're not smart enough, you don't buy him an auto trade, you know. You buy him a book, you know. So, you know, and so as we see here, we are going back. If there is any going back to any place, you go ahead and the entry price is going to be 44, 49, 75, and then they're going to start milking you till we hit target 2. There is no chance today there is a long trade on the ES. There is no chance. For the smart ones, or the ones they have a light-handed, they understand what is the bottom and they understand what is the top. The top is right here. So I have some colleagues. We've been trading together, for 15 years. On those days, this is their favorite days. Where on somebody else traders is a nightmare. On those days, they understand what's going on. What they do, they manual trade, 4 or 5 ticks stop loss, 4 or 5 ticks stop loss, 4 or 5 ticks stop loss. And this time, until 12 o'clock, they will generate around 25 trades. And they all make money. Some of them they lose, but they all make money because they understand what's going on. What they do, they buy here, they sell. They make a few ticks, they close. They buy, they sell. They buy, they sell. If the market goes up here, they sell, and then they catch it here, reverse, and go back. There is some traders, folks, they understand this. And this is their favorite days, because this is where they got the ES in the corner, and they are banging on the ES. As simple as that. Where the other guy is auto-trading, and he's letting the auto trade turn loose, short and long. And there is no more that kind of trading at the moment, because right now what we are having here, we're getting momentum to drop to the target 3, target 2. Once we hit target 2, what will happen to the ES going from target 2 to target 1, half an hour? Now it's 10:53. By the time they hit target 2, it's gonna jam the ES between target 2 and target 1 for half an hour. So what we have left actually in the trading today is a half an hour, folks. So now it's a matter of time before they drop it, or they're gonna milk it to somewhere around that area, at which you're gonna be more lost. And then it's going to be dropped again to those areas here. So if you are on an older trade, you have already positioned yourself, you don't have to worry about it. If you are on a newer trade, I will recommend to put your auto trade on a long only, because you cannot play that game. I respect that. You know, at least you say, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with this. Once it's over, I wanna take a long trade. I'm not gonna sit down and bang my head 1 hour. That will exhaust me. If I need to chase this market for 1 hour, I will be exhausted the rest of the day on a live trade. So I don't want to bang my head through it. I don't want to go through the wall with it. I don't want to hit my head through the wall. I'm going to leave it alone. I know what is going on in here. And now I know they are going to drop it to target 2. Once it hit target 2, the party is finished for today from now to 12 o'clock. And then there is a potential for the afternoon target 3, but that's a different story when they come back from lunch. I cannot predict for you. As you notice right now, look at this. Right under your nose, they're going to sneak it to the target 2. Once we hit target 2, it's finished. So If we are on an older trade, let it be. It could go back and stop you out. Or if you want to, once you see the market start coming around target 2, you hit the emergency button and you close it and you protect the maximum profit for you today. If your auto trade is not trading right now, you direct it to long only and relax. And relax. Because there is no more short trades. And we will see, now it is, as you see on the chart, it's 1056. And let's go ahead and watch this market. Please do not occupy yourself to the P&L and don't waste your time looking at the P&L. While you are looking at the charts, while you're looking at your auto trade, try to keep your eye on that chart. We are sharing that chart with you. You don't have to buy it. And try to understand what's going on in here. And try to save yourself money. And stop your auto trading right now on the ES. Take it on a long trade only if you can. And like what we have done to this auto trade, which is very fresh. We did the optimization yesterday. Should do a good job. But look, buy is telling you 3 times, for God's sake, buy. And if anyone out there, we're not your financial advisor. If you want to do anything, you do it on your own. On a sim, we're not your financial advisor, and we're not responsible for your trade. Please, we are here just to educate you. So we are going to watch this market and not to occupy ourselves with a P&L, and let's see, for you, not for me, especially to those traders outside. Now you will see why you have not been making money in any auto trade or in a manual trade. Because your lack of knowledge, your lack of instruments, your lack of systems. You are a soldier with bare foot. There we go. Welcome to trading. So, for the market analyzer, based on the last entry, we got over 1,100 ticks. On the scalper, we got 513 ticks into the profit. And we will watch it. I'm going to stay quiet. And it is very important to what we have drawn for today. Also, to our members, you can also use the trend exhaustion at the bottom. On the trend exhaustion at the bottom, you can see where the trend exhaustion, the difference between this one and this one here, you see there is a line on the trend exhaustion. So what you need to do, and this one here in conjunction with 5 minutes. So this one here confirming, we got a little reversal here. And as we see, it gives you an early warning, early second warning, and the third warning. It's like when the guy is drowned, and God sent him a boat, sent him a helicopter, and he drowned, and he kept saying, God will help me. And when he died, he said, why you let me die? And he said, well, I sent you a helicopter, I sent you a boat, I sent you, and you did it. So, here the market is telling you, buy 3 times. Even if you're not a wizard trader, even if you're not a brilliant trader, there is 3 times telling you, hey, for God's sake, buy. If you are on a short trade, close position, it is a buy. It says in there on the chart. Then you are between those 2 yellow lines. It is a dead zone. It don't need a brainer for that. It don't need a brainer. It don't need somebody who knows price action. And now we are climbing as we expected, is somewhere around 44, 49. and then final destination, if they're gonna check it up, it's not gonna be any farther than 44.58.75. But most likely now it's gonna go back and drop, and then because now it is 11 o'clock, and we still have 1 hour to yank us around here for another hour, having fun with us, and then probably before 12 o'clock they take it to target 2, and then they go to eat, and we are sitting miserably trying to see what happened to us today, and this is the saddest part. This is the saddest part, that there is somebody out there is revealing all this information for you for free, and you're not responding. This is the saddest part in it. And you try and still denying to yourself, to the reality, and you still think you can get away with it by ignoring the market condition and the market movement. You prefer a guy come out at night and telling you, here's an auto trade, made 3,000, here is a couple of videotapes, have a nice life. You prefer that. And eventually, not this round, the next round, because once you become a trader, you never can leave that business. Once anyone can be trader and he can see the potential money is in this business, he will never, how much he can make in the trading, when he will always be trading. And for the last 15 years, what we have seen, people come in hot. The first round, they know it all, they're smart, they're going to auto trade, they know exactly what they want, they know this. Within a couple of 3 months, they run out of money, they put their tail between their legs and go, and everybody has mistreated them. Then once they start having some beef, some little wings on them, they come back to the market. Now they are a little bit wiser, but they still stubborn, and then what happened? They lose again. Then the third time they come in, after a couple, 3 years, when they have money again, coming back, and you will see is a total different guy. He say, you know what, I blew up my account once, twice, and now I'm willing to learn. There is some traders in the last 15 years we have met where they have blown up their account 5 times, and they still insisting on making money in the market without bothering what is in between the ears, the head. And until now, they have not had any success. They have bought every single auto trade, any trading system. Some of them, we come into their computer and you can immediately calculate it. There is over $100,000 in tools in there. And the guy still cannot get up. And there is the extreme stubborn. And they never learn. They have wasted 100,000. Once in a while, last time I was with a guy, because when there is a new guy come in, I want to do the installation, I want to meet him, I want to know what he is, what he's doing. I opened this guy's Ninja Trader to see what he have. Probably he have every system out there Ninja Trader can sell. He have so many systems on his Ninja Trader that Ninja Trader is crippled because there is no more memories, and it is very lagging because there is unlimited what this guy purchased. And I asked him, I said, how much you paid here? He said, Sam, over 100,000. I said, let me calculate it for you. How long it took you to buy all those softwares? 3 years, 4 years? How much money you lost? He said he lost a lot. So between the software, refusing to learn, he spent between trading and tools over 200,000. This is very expensive to be stubborn here. where you have, this is the best part. I had one time a Chinese guy, and 2, 3, maybe 4 years ago, and but this Chinese, he lives in USA, so he has no accent. He was born in USA, but his mother was Chinese, and his family are Chinese. And after we talked, and he's going to purchase, and you can see this guy, you can hear him, he's nervous. He said, Sam, I hate to say that. I said, what's going on? What's wrong with you? He said, my mother want to talk to me. I said, your mother? And his mother don't speak very well English. And she came in online. You know, they have a different culture. The whole family put money for him to purchase the software. And she told me, if my son does not listen to you when you are trying to educate him, you call me and I'm going to kick his ass. I mean, you don't say that in the West, you know, but that guy, he changed his job to a graveyard shift in USA so he can follow me and train him during the daytime. This guy, he got up and he started earning money in no time. I don't know where he is now, but in no time, he got up, he learned the trading, he was working a graveyard shift, he changed his job to work middle of the night so he can learn at daytime, and he was up and go within a couple months as any normal trader. This was a guy he wanted to learn. Another gentleman also, he only traded the 30-year Treasury bond, and when he called me, he said, I love my wife so much, I don't want her to work. He is in the U.S. born, and he was a U.S. I mean, you hear stories, but that guy, I have a lot of respect for. Within 6 months, he was up and going with an average of an income $850 a day, and he only traded the 30-year Treasury bond. So there is a lot of success stories, and there is a lot of disaster stories, and they both are my clients. So it's up to this guy how desperate he want to learn to change his life. But the whining and crying babies, that will normally you never see them making it. I don't know, it's too hard for me. I don't know how to do this. You know, I get stressed. You get stressed, go buy a lollipop. Stay away from trading. You know, go buy an ice cream. You feel better. But don't trade if you get stressed or you get aggravated. The most important, you don't get aggravated. You stay smart, and you don't fall into this trap when those guys trying to mislead you what's going on in the market, because there is a lot of fake moves in here, and you have to be aware of that. And as we see right now, this market is going fine. After we hit target 1, the market is going fine. Here it is. A lot of people, and I said there is no long trade. From the beginning, I said there is no long trade. If we measure from the bottom here, 4439 until now, let me calculate it for you, my friend. By the time you start coming in here, all indicators start pointing long. And there is a lot of guys fall into this trap and start taking the manual trades long in here. Sometimes they succeed. Most of the times they don't. They lose money. What it is in here, there is no long trade. It's a pullback re-entry short, because the party is not over to the target zone. It's very rare this market is going to cross the 44.58 for today. Very rare. Not unless if there is somebody pop out on the news and it's going to make the ES fly. Technically, that market is not going to get up above that number from now to 12 o'clock. Most likely, this market is going to go ahead and take a dive one more time from somewhere from that area here. So, as long as we understand what's going on, we don't have to calculate the market from 9 to 4 We can use our brain from 9 to 12, 3 hours, and then it's burnt out, it's finished. In those between 9 and 12, those 3 hours, we can put the best in there, trying to predict what's going on, make a profit. Could be $100, could be $200, could be nothing today, banana. Whatever we can get, as long as we don't stay in red and survive till another day. It's a place to survive. It's not a place, I want to make 1,000 today, tomorrow 2,000, day after 3,000. That guy is not going to make it. When you are trading, you say survival, 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 no red P&L. If I make 100, I'm happy. If I make 1,000, I'm happy. But I don't want to see red P&L. It's irrelevant. If this market move, I'll bang on this market, make money. If this market don't move, I'm out of here. You don't let this market lower you to trade. You have to be in charge with your trade. You will wait till this market come into you, to your condition, not to the market condition. As we see here, this market here got lowered. Even if you are auto trading, any single auto trade by now is taking a trade long. And then we know this one here right now, it is going to be going in a big mass. Maybe if they want to push it. I mean, if this guy made $100 here, does not mean he made $100. If this guy made $100 here, he's jet skiing with a couple of sharks under his feet and he don't see it, and he made 100. If these guys that were generous for us, they're gonna drag it here and then take it short from there, or they're gonna drag it from here all the way back down to the target one. So we are sitting, hanging here in between, and look at this. Look at this. Look at the clock, 11:12. Your indicators are irrelevant after we cross 11 o'clock. They become irrelevant. Once we cross 11 o'clock, the countdown starts. Especially for that guy who want to auto trade 24/7. Because he has on his mind to make 2,000 today, tomorrow 4,000. So, as we see here, now start sinking right under your nose. And we're going to stay to 12 o'clock today. I'm going to take a break. And we're going to see where is the ending of that movie here. And, it is like a theater. It's every day is a new challenge. And today is like a theater, like what happened on Friday. And now we're going to see how they're going to get us lost in the market. And this is very interesting for me also to see. And there is here, and I make a bet on the ES will never cross the 44.58.50 today before 12 o'clock. Not unless if there is a breaking news. They have seen an elephant flying somewhere. But if there is no breaking news, that market is not going to make it. Okay, we're going to kill the microphone and let's see what happened here. One of the major, I'm sharing this with my clients anyway. One of the major guy, he's supposed to be wizard with a cryptocurrency, and he sounds very smart at the beginning, but then yesterday the guy made a video, and he said the cryptocurrency is going to crash, which is today or tomorrow. And when he was making that video, I went in to my charts, and let me show you something. And look at this, and he have a bunch of kids follower. On the 30 minutes yesterday, we have fired long at the fib line at 44.68, where he was saying he probably has gone short, and today it's just a blow in him. And as we see here on the crypto, because I promised, we have a lot of requests on the crypto, I just don't have time to get into it. I give snapshots for my traders, because we have some traders, they own some, but they are future traders. And this guy, probably he did go, because I said, where did this guy come out with this story? When I look at my technical chart and it says long, and here is the results on the Bitcoin, and I said yesterday he probably, so that's why, guys, you should not follow. Don't follow me. Don't follow anyone. If I tell you to go short on an ES, don't listen to me. If I say go long on an ES, don't listen to me. Listen to your instinct. Don't listen to anyone, especially stock traders. Turn off your television. Stay on a technical side. Whether you are trading Forex, futures, stocks, see where is your instinct. Don't follow into people's crap. And I'm not trying to attack anyone here. I'm not. What I'm trying to tell you, that if you stay on your instant and your technical chart, you start, is hell at the beginning. I'm not gonna say it's piece of cake. I'm not. But in order, in any kind of business, whether we want to sell hamburgers or potatoes, at the beginning, if we don't know anything about potatoes, we're going to have a hard time. If I cannot trade orange, I don't know anything about orange. I think orange is great in the morning. I know how to drink orange, but I don't know how to trade orange, and I don't know when is the season for orange. So if I need to trade orange, I need to learn when is the season, where in Florida they do grow orange, and I need to understand. So when we are trading, we don't need people feed us and get us lost in the market. What we need to know, understand the basic in the market, and then rely on our technical chart and stay the way hell from rank up. If you want to use Forex, use 240 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Then you can draw your lines, and then you can position yourself, and then you lay away from the trading on the Forex for a few days, couple of weeks. Don't overmerge yourself. You will be better off trading Forex this way than day trading it. with an MT4, whatever that is. With the currency, with the cryptocurrency, I look at 30 minutes and a daily chart. I look at the bigger picture because it's a long time investment. It's not a day trading. And when this guy yesterday, which he have, I mean, he have a good size of followers. And when the guy, if you hear this guy video, I'm not going to mention his name, respect for him, I will not do that. If you hear this guy yesterday, you almost wanted to cash in your crypto yesterday. And probably he moved some of the traders to cash in their crypto because he was saying it's going to crash. And people don't have knowledge. They go ahead and sell. And when I was on a holiday, somebody tweeted to immediately close their position on Ethereum, and it was below 3,000. And a guy, he said, I just did close all the Ethereum, now what? And the minute this guy closed, the Ethereum went from it was below 3,000, went to 3,300 or 3,400. And probably this guy was hitting himself with a shoe. And he depended on a guy on Twitter. And probably this guy was going short. So today when I was looking to the market analyzer, and then I'm looking at the charts again, and I don't see any short in here at the moment. It's going to be a problem for the Bitcoin. It's going to be a problem for the Bitcoin at those levels as we speak right now. The 47 level is going to be a problem. If the Bitcoin able to cross the 47,000, it's going to climb to the 48 level. But right now, as we see, it seems like the final destination on the Bitcoin is going to be around 4,700 if those guys start tweeting and encouraging people to trade that they are able to break it if there is enough people gonna jump on the wagon. And but right now the condition is 47 level. It is a very good level. Another things also, it was the 3 top banana guys, supposed to be God in the crypto. Cardano come out with a new system on Sunday. And I'm looking at those 3 bananas, and those 3, they are supposed to be the wizard in the crypto, and they have millions of followers. And they were discussing why after Cardano released, why it was no impact on the Cardano, and it was yesterday somewhere around $2.40. And then I was laughing. 3 light bulbs, they don't understand. They've been waiting for a very long time on Cardano to upgrade. And when Cardano upgraded, why Cardano did not fly to $5 or $4? If those guys that were trading before, the cryptocurrency, and now they have money, they are able to go live every single day. But if they were really an old traders, and the crypto is like the future is the ES. If you've been following me for a long time, I always say the ES is the oxygen for NASDAQ and YM. I always said, if you want to know what's going on in the market, you have to look at the ES 1 minute because you are a day trader. Now, if you are on a longer term, that's a total different time frame. But what you need is an instant action. So the 1 minute gives you the pure trend, not rank bar, not range bar, nothing except the minute can give you an instant direction to the market. And the best signal in the house is the ES. So when 3 light bulbs yesterday, they didn't have an answer why the Cardano did not spike yesterday after Sunday rally. Because it's as simple as that. If you look at the Bitcoin, which a lot of people do that, you notice on the cryptocurrency that he opened a chart for Cardano and he said the level is, let's say, 274, and the other one opened a chart for Ethereum, and the other one is all wasting time. Why? Why? Because the leader for the cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. When Bitcoin is down, it's like an ES in the future market. Yes, sometimes one of the crypto, like Solana, is flying, because all those guys, they are trading 100x, 10x a day. They follow what it says, rumors, and they take their money from Cardano to Solana, and then they take it from here to Ethereum. Then if somebody tweet from Ethereum to Dogecoin, they're gonna do that. So those guys, there is a large millions of traders. They're trying to get quick, fast movement somewhere, and they generate a lot of buy and sell orders, and that it is at the end most likely is not going to their favor. For the guy who wanna trade the crypto, the reason was Cardano was not spiking yesterday on Monday, because it was the Bitcoin was facing major resistance at 45 level, and because of that, the whole market in the crypto was on hold, beside a few cryptocurrency, because driven by rumors, and everybody is buying, daydreaming that they're gonna get 100x. And on my video yesterday, I posted a video on the other channel, and I said, I saw it with my own eyes, the Bitcoin when it was on 12 cents. And I said, what is this? Bitcoin 12 cents. And I said, who the hell wanna buy it? And back then also I have a guy wanna pay 10,000 Bitcoin to purchase my software back then. And I said, no, I need cash. What is this Bitcoin? And then I went in and looked. I said, no, it's not gonna survive. Now I hit myself with it. Those guys, when they started with the Bitcoin, they did the 100x, 1000x, whatever. And they hit the jackpot. And it was a very high risk, because it was a possibility back then the cryptocurrency was not going to survive. Right now is a total different story. It's no longer Bitcoin is going to hit 100x, despite with all the rumors you see on the YouTube, it's going to go to $1 million, $2 million. I'm not sure about that. From now to 2026, there is a lot of things can happen, and I'm sure the governments, a lot of governments, they're gonna go digital with their money, and I'm not sure it's gonna go 100x anymore, especially when the institutionals start putting their fingers in there. Institutionals, they don't have a wallet. They're gonna give the Bitcoin to their children or to their grandchildren. When they see 5-10% of profit, they're gonna dump it. So now the Bitcoin is coming to an era like the ES. If you wanted to know where, when I first started with the ES in Switzerland back then, the ES was $6. Not, I'm sorry, $600. The ES. When I first started with the ES, you can buy the big ES, and the US dollar was 24,000. 24 or 18,000, I don't remember, to buy a whole ES. You don't have to day trade it, you can hold it from one quarter to another. And we started with a 600 on the ES. This is when, and then when Bush became a president, this is where I made a mistake because the hours differential between Switzerland and US, it was around 690, I think, 690, the ES. I don't know, 25 years later, we are at 4,451 right now as we speak. But when I first started trading the ES, it was on 600, 590, 600. This is the area we were trading it. And it was a big ES. It was no E-mini. It was no internet either. It was only satellite. So it took 25 years, even more, to get to 4,451 from 600 on the ES. So in 25 years, maybe there'll be Bitcoin, maybe it will be, let's say, I don't know, in 25 years where, but it's not gonna climb from 46 by the end of the year. It's gonna be 100,000. I don't see that. The reason I don't see that, and everybody is running for a quick profit and double up and triple up and 10x and 100x. Those days are over with the cryptocurrency. Whoever started at the beginning, yes, they hit the jackpot with it. You know, they woke up in the morning and they were millionaires. Went to 100, and not long time ago was 9,000, 10,000, and dropped. And everybody start open their eyes in 19, 20, and 21 on the cryptocurrency. And still have this daydream that they're gonna make 100x or 10x. And that's why you see a lot of prediction on the YouTube that this one can go for $1 million. The next day, the same guy, he have an extra dose in the morning, and now he thinks it's gonna go to 10 million. You know, so it depends what he's drinking in the morning and what kind of mood he is in. You know, if his wife made love to him at night or not. I don't know what ticks him. Anyway, but so my expectation right now, the Bitcoin is going to be like an ES. It is going to be profit taking, and there is a lot of manipulation on the Bitcoin, and this is a big example on yesterday movement. It was going up all the way to the 47, and within a split second it dropped to 43. That's telling you is a foul play in there. This is not coming out of a Twitter, and this is not coming out of a good tension. Let me in my opinion, is going to be For a guy, if you don't have enough years of experience and turn off the Twitter and the news, his chances of surviving in the crypto is much, much less than if you have a chance to get up and go with the future market. This one here, he's a dead meat. If we look at this follow play yesterday, within a second, went from 44 level all the way to the 46.90. It's almost 47. Within a second, it dropped from 47 level to 43. Can you imagine what happened here? And that is not an accident. This is a foul play. This is a foul play. So if you are long, you lost. And if you are short, you lost. And then the market was around there. And you can see when the rumors yesterday evening, some people open their mouths and say crypto is going to crash. We had the long signal here say it's the opposite. The reason I'm maybe not everyone with the crypto, but what this is an example is gonna happen when you are trading stocks, Forex, and future. And if I was not strong enough, and if I hear that guy and I don't know anything, and if I have a crypto, I would have cashed in right away market price yesterday. Because I have a brain and I have a chart, I can see this guy is full of banana. With all the respect to him, he could be a nice guy to be in the bodega somewhere, have a drink with him. I have nothing, no bread against him or with him. But I will not go and say the market is going to crash when the market is not going to crash, not unless if you are on a short position. So, as we see here, despite there is thousands of video right now on crypto for today, I don't need to look to anyone. I can look at my chart for one split second and save myself aggravation, looking at everybody open their mouth. And I see we're going to have a little problem around 47 level. We're going to have a problem around 47 level. Once we cross the 47, it's going to be the next tungle. It is going to be 48 level, somewhere around 48 level. Simple. That's the end of it. And I'm done with it. I pointed where my direction. I pointed where is my target. And what happened before or after is become irrelevant. And the reason I'm trying to explain to you that whatever happened today on the downside is finished, and it is not going, now is 11:45, and it's not gonna do anything, this market, because we have accomplished our target for today. And our target was right there at the end, and it is finished. Maybe I could have made $1,000 more, but maybe I would have lost $1,000. So you cannot, whether you are trading the crypto or you are trading NASDAQ or ES, oh man, I'm scared now to take a profit. Maybe I can make $500 more. No. Think differently, my friend. As long as you are positive and the P&L, you have one bird in your hand, take that bird in your hand and don't chase 10 birds on a tree. So if I have $100 in the profit, or $500 in the profit, or $1,000 in the profit, take it, walk away. And don't worry about you can make another 1,000 here. Because that 1,000 your eye is fixed on can make you lose all your profit for the whole week. You should not be aggressive. You say, this is my chances, this is where I'm taking out, and I'm walking away, and what happened after that? Oh man, I should have stayed on that trade. I could have made one more 1,000. You could have lost 1,000 too. After the fact, it's very easy to say, oh man, I could have, yeah. After the fact does not count. When you make a decision to sell and take a profit, whether it's 200 or 300 or 500, that decision you made, it was the best decision. When we go back with our life and you say, okay, we made the wrong decisions here and there, all of us, we have experienced that. But if you go back and rewind your head, your motion back then and your head, and the decision you made back then, it was the best decision. So no regrets. The only regrets is to be aggressive and lose money. The only regrets if you're gonna listen to a bunch of crap out there and you're not dependent on yourself to say, you know what, this is the limit. I don't care what Sam's saying or anybody's saying. I'm taking a profit here and get out. This is very healthy for you. This is very good for you. So as we see, as we expected, what we happen and what we are at right now, and it is, I don't know, where is my clock? It is right now 11:48, and we will see what the outcome till 12 o'clock is gonna come. As I said from the beginning today, from now to 12 o'clock, you're not gonna go above 44.58, and you're not. And this level we have predicted, on that level we have predicted, on that level we have predicted. So we still have 15 minutes. And let's see what will happen in those 15 minutes. Then I'm gonna go ahead and drag it all the way up here, but it's not gonna go above this area anymore. Or they can go ahead and take it back to a dive, and we knew that it might gonna happen. So on the Bitcoin, that guy was full of it, and it is finished. And on the Forex, maybe we don't have too many Forex traders. And I'm gonna put on the other side the future market. So you can, if you want to, you can see some of the signal, and the signal will pop out here. Another things here, on this new market analyzer, there is no buy signal on the ES, and there is a buy signal on the NASDAQ, weak buy signal, and there is a still short signal on the YM, and here it is. And probably they're gonna pop out right now for a new signal. But as long as you remember, we're not gonna go over 44.58 from now to 12 o'clock. So I'll leave it alone. And if you see any signal you want to follow it on a sim, it's fine. And we will watch the clock. Right now there is 9 minutes to 12, and we will see how they're gonna end up the ES, and then we will talk. You see what happened, guys? To cut the story short, I don't know where's my clock. I lost it somewhere. I don't know. I lost it somewhere. Anyway, as you noticed, you see, guys, they're taking it back down again. And guess what? None of you is surprised. None of you, after you see that today and on Friday, none of you surprised by any auto trade you've been trading, whether it's from us or somebody else is irrelevant, because now you understand what happened here in the market in conjunction with your auto trade. Now you understand where is your pain. Now you understand what happened to your auto trade, whether you are trading our system or somebody else's system, because of the market movement and of this play in the market you don't comprehend, and you're just shooting empty. You are shooting blind. You're not sniper. You don't understand what's going on. The only thing is you are looking at pure P&L, and you don't understand. You've been struggling for 5 years, 10 years, looking at P&L, and you're not getting anywhere because you don't understand the trick in the market. You don't understand the habits in the market. You don't understand the movement in the market, and that is the price. Go back to optimization as much as you want. It's irrelevant. We did 2 auto trades yesterday with optimization, and they were good. Today they're eating banana. After they hit this trade here short, now they're not making money anymore. They're not making money. After we hit that area here, they're both not making, and it is a brand new templates. Yesterday we built it in the room. There is $350 on the second round. That's it. Speaking of a devil, this one here is taking a short. It's okay, because I think it's going to go down. So keep your eye on the auto trade. Keep your eye on the ES. Even if you are trading NASDAQ, keep your eye on the ES. If you're trading Russell, keep your eye on the ES. If you are trading banana, keep your eyes on the ES. If you're trading the DAX, the ES will give you milliseconds ahead start when you trade in the DAX. The ES, it is the best signal in the house. If you are trading the crypto, the Bitcoin is going to be your best signal in the house, and the others follow. When the Bitcoin down, everything is down. And when the Bitcoin is up, everything is up. And it's simple as that. Now it's 11:58. As you see, nothing happened, and we need to call it off. We are extremely busy today. I want to say thank you very much, and we will see you on Thursday here on the same channel. Please be careful. Be careful with today. Today is not the best day, to turn away from the market. There is a lot of struggling. I don't see any long above that area, and maybe it's going to drop again to the 44.39. So be careful how you are trading, and that has an impact on the rest of the market, guaranteed. Thank you very much. God